but like I'm just going. We just speaking off opinion.
Talk to me. Yeah, it's opinionated.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be factual. I mean, the camera's on right now. We're just talking. What was you saying? Like social media.
I was saying, you know, people should be promoting, spreading positivity and all that stuff, but also be aware of the reality of things. You know, not a lot of people are going to care about what somebody has to say about something being positive, because they could give a shit if what you're saying is positive or not, because it's not going to help their current situation. But maybe
it could. If I'm telling you how to make money or how to lay yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that.
You know,
I'm not saying that.
Not that I'm
effective.
Not that
I'm just saying there's just. I'm just saying there's people out there that feel like that. Just an opinion.
Word.
It's just two sides.
But
you know?
yeah.
But there's always gonna be that person that's going through some shit. Like, you know what? I'm going through some fucked up shit right now, and what these dudes is talking about is something I can relate to. I mean, you know what? Let me get off my ass and get going on this idea that I thought about earlier today or yesterday or the day before. Let me actually work on it first. Let me do a little bit of research. Let me read an article and become more knowledgeable in the area that I want to.
That's what I'm trying to spark. But like I said before, I can't go off of the reaction of what my content is getting, because you know it just matters whether I reach somebody, whether it's one person or 50 people.
Well, if you out there and you looking at this and you are in a place where you feel like it's dark and negative, I just want to say, you know, sit down and think about a lot of stuff that you like to do. If it has to do with money, reassess. Think about every possible thing that you're passionate about, you're interested in. Then, once you have that knocked out, jot it down and then build off each one. And then the one that you feel like you talk about the most, go with that one and focus on it. And then start and build up from there. And if it's like any other thing outside of, you know, money or whatever, it could be, you know, personal feelings or emotions, or you may be going through some hard stuff, you not even care about the bread. I just want to say, just stay positive and know that there's a reason why you were put on this earth.
Yeah,
you may not know
what you're going through.
Yeah, you may not know why you're going through it, but what you're going through can be someone else's lessons in the future. You know,
you're gonna go teach them.
Yeah, you done gained that experience, and you can change somebody else's life. But just because your life isn't the way you want it to be at the moment doesn't mean that it's not important.
Exactly. Maybe you go through your trials and tribulations and your hardships as, you know, I'm gonna say God, as God's way of changing you and turning you into a person that's gonna enlighten others. Like when you see younger people, like, yo, bro, you don't want to do that. Go this way, do this instead. You feel me? So whatever it is that you're going through, whether it's poverty, injury, it all happens for a reason, and you don't know what's your calling, and it may lead to something else. You may be able to bless people, inspire people, influence them in ways you could have never even imagined before. You probably think, okay, you don't have the power to change somebody. I think that now. Like, yo, I'm making this video, we making this video. It's like, what are we making it for? Like, I'm not gonna change nobody, but I never know. Somebody may watch this and be like, yo, they might even write me, maybe not, I don't know. They may be like, yo, Trap, Stu, like, yo, that video is real important, man. It inspired me to get off my behind, like you said earlier, and go start my food restaurant in my mother's driveway. Now I'm making a whole bunch of money. Because I just needed that little bit of inspiration. And I feel like that inspiration and those role models, like, I'm from Brooklyn, he's from Long Island. There hasn't been, like, there's role models, like, we both black, there's role models, but it's like, it's not as many role models out there saying, yo, I'm going to show you and guide you to how to be successful in this manner. Like, I heard growing up, everybody be like, yo, don't be a basketball player or a rapper, like, go be a lawyer or something. Like, you telling me go be a lawyer, but you're not showing me or taking the time to guide me to how to be a lawyer. You just telling me, oh, be a lawyer, like, that's a better job, like, don't be a stereotype. But nobody's, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Nobody's not walking you through it, but like, yo, do this, take care of that. After you do that, like, you know, making sure that you on that right route. They check up on you, but they don't. You feel what I'm saying?
Basically, they don't keep you. They don't continue to push you. Like, you know, they'll tell you, like you said, it's saying like how someone will show you something, but won't continue to
work with you to get there. Like, it's cool. You saying go be a lawyer, all right. but at the same time, what makes a lawyer?
You might not know where to start, and you're looking for that. You're looking for that start. Somebody that can be like, yo, here's a little blueprint that I took. Here's my way that I did it, and this is where I'm at today. If you do this,
and I feel like that's what we provided here.
Yeah, and there's so many ways to do certain things. It's not just one way. There's a lot of strategies. Like as far as like music marketing, there's so many ways to get your message out there, to get your music out there, and there's so many ways you can make money from it. And I tell my friends all the time, like, yo, man, just, take some time to actually think of a different strategy, or look at how other people are doing certain things, and innovate off of those concepts
and add your flavor to it.
Yeah, because if it's working, it might work for you. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't mean you should stop. You should go back, reassess, reevaluate what you could have did better, and then try something new. And if that works a little bit, keep doing it until it starts to go down, and then, mix it up again and try something different. And then before you know it, that's a whole campaign right there.
Exactly. So it's all about how much you're into it.
But I also want to say, that when you do get started though, because right now I got my company, my stuff going on right now, and I'm in the process of actually creating a digital distribution company where I'm going to help artists, get their music on certain platforms like iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, a bunch of other DSPs out there. And right now, that's a lot of paperwork that I'm dealing with. So for those people out there that's, dibbling dabbling in business, make sure that you have a lawyer. Make sure that you have a tax advisor. Make sure you get you an accountant.
See, I know nothing on this.
And make sure that these are the four things. I forgot the fourth one. These are the things.
Your business?
I went down to the I forget what's it called.
Town hall?
Yeah, I went to the I forget what it's called, but I went down to it was a government building, and you go inside and you fill out this paper and you hand it in to them, and then they just give you a stamp. You got to pay a certain fee, because it's basically a sole proprietor. If you want to become a sole proprietor, it's easy to register a business and become a sole proprietor. That's the cheapest way to get started. But if you want to do something like an LLC, you're going to have to fill out tons of paperwork and pay a lot more money than start a sole proprietorship. So right now I'm a sole proprietorship, and that means that all the liability is on me. Anything that I do from here on out, if something goes wrong, I have to personally deal with it. It's going to be on my Social Security or on my tax ID that I have, but everything is still connected to me personally, and I'm responsible for all liabilities. But what I was thinking when I was in that process of actually setting my business, I was thinking like a way that you can protect yourself is dealing with get an insurance company and get protected for whatever it is that you may be doing business with in a certain business. Get protected. Get an insurance policy that protects you in a certain industry that you're dealing in. So if something happens, like say like you about to put like an event together, go to the insurance company that protects you for events. You know what I mean? Say you about to, you want to go do something with houses and renting and something with real estate. Go get an insurance policy with somebody that specializes in real estate to protect yourself. But that's only if you do some proprietorship. But I mean, and that goes with any type of entity. That's any entity.
When you do anything, you got to make sure you know step 1 through 10, or even if it's step 1 through 50, everything you need to go to. You got to know. You got to plan for your business and what you want to do. You got to. What do I want? What's my mission statement? What's the goals? Who do I need around me? Who do I need to recruit? A whole bunch of different things. Those aspects you have to worry about. You got to bring them all into place and make it happen with your team. But it's all about going out there and seeking that knowledge. We all have Google. We all have computers. We all have these smartphones that he's on right now. Yo, knowledge is at your palm. Take the time out, focus up, lock into what you want to do, and make it happen.